Hey, John Kavakis with a special edition of My Take. You notice I don't have anything here on my desk. That's because Kelly and I are packing everything up, getting ready to leave for the Chicago Shenanigans weekend. We're really looking forward to the weekends. Got a lot of stuff to show you, a lot of prototypes, new stuff, all sorts of things. But this afternoon, I got a case of standard issue models from Stamp GLM. And I wanted to get them out and show them to you before the weekend came, because most of your favorite dealers are going to have them for sale by the weekend. So this is going to be kind of a down and dirty thing. I'm going to show you the models. I'll give you some details on them, give you some of the close-ups so that you can evaluate the models. But I'll tell you something, they are three fantastic models. I'm going to get them all out on the turntable and show them to you, and then we'll talk a little bit about price. Okay, our first model up is the Stamp 42 Cadillac Fleetwood 60 Special. We all know the story of the 42, very short production year, last gasp before they halted production completely for the war. Stamp has given us this car in three colors: black, Madeira, maroon, and Pawnee beige, and they're all fantastic. I'm going to give you some close-ups of the Pawnee beige. But before we get to that, I want you to just take a look at the car's finish, glows, the chrome's great. We come to expect these things from Stamps, but look at the detail on the wheels. Look at the lower body trim, how intricate that is. It's just beautifully done model in really great colors, period correct colors. Take a look around the front of the car. I've never really cared for the grille on the 42, 46 Cadillac, but when you take it into context of the entire car, it looks very stately, very dignified, very Cadillac-like, isn't it? Back of the car has that same type of understated elegance, just very nicely done, not overly done. Just a beautiful rendition of a car that you can imagine just riding in the back seat and having somebody drive you. Here's a close look at the side trim, all the little bits and pieces properly placed, right to scale. Look at the door handles, very authentic looking. Even that wood-like trim around the windows reminds you of the handmade elegance that Cadillacs had back in this period. Here's our next model. Convertibles were on their way out by the early to mid 70s or so, but they still had a few good years. And those last versions of the convertibles, in particular from GM, were very elegant looking. So this is Stamp 73 Chevrolet Caprice convertible. It's going to come in 5 different versions: dark blue metallic with top up and top down, medium orange metallic, top up and top down, and dark red metallic with just a top down. That's how Stamp kind of does it now. 2 versions, top up, top down, and then 1 version just top down. Let's take a closer look at them. Take a look at that grille. This is hyper realistic. You can almost hear the fan running behind it. Great lensing, great bumpers, nice chrome, turn signals well picked out, and nice little emblem. The back of the car's the same thing. Excellent detail, excellent lensing, hyper realistic. This is just really a nice model. More realism in the interior. The dash is really nice, in particular the speedometer area, the steering wheel. The door panels are picked out very nicely. The seats look realistic. Even the windshield header has come out really nice, and that's a tough job for some manufacturers. The shot puts the finish on display. Really excellent metallic paintwork on this. Look at the wheels. Very realistic looking wheels. Great emblems in the middle of them. There's those door panels again on the interior and that windshield header. Detail's just outstanding. Our third model is Stamp's 1970 Eldorado Biarritz in 3 absolutely stunning colors: Nottingham green metallic, Lucerne aqua metallic, and cinnamon metallic. Just look at the paint on these cars. Really, really has done a fantastic job. And it's got neat features. We'll get some close-ups in just a second. I'm going to do the green one because I really like that emerald looking paint. But look at that open sunroofs. When's the last time we saw something like that on a 143rd? I love that Stamp comes up with these ideas and then just makes them happen. Check out the interior. Those door panels are exquisitely reproduced. Seats are very realistic looking. The way the dash wrapped around, if you've ridden one of these cars, you know what I'm talking about. Another view of the dash. You can see the dashboard's very accurately replicated. Steering wheel well done. Those high back bucket seats in the back made you feel like you're riding in a cocoon rather than a car. It's always the little details that add to the realism of the car. You can see the front grille, very realistic looking, a lot of depth, a lot of dimension to it. Lensing's great. We expect that from Stamp. The side marker lights, well done. But look at the windshield header and the roof, where the roof meets the windshield header. On the 1.1 model, it doesn't go all the way. You can see that painted part right at the leading edge of the vinyl roof. And Stamp has replicated that beautifully. It's a nice little detail that just adds to the realism of the car. I love it. The back of the car is no less impressive. Very elegant design on the 1.1, in my opinion. One of the cleanest designs for Eldorado in late 60s, early 70s, before the big bumpers came and they started looking real heavy. But I love those blade-looking taillights. And look how well replicated it is. Great taillights. Great badge on the back of the bumper, the nameplate, the fuel filler doors picked out, the side marker lights, and check out those wheel covers, how well done they are. Right white walls, just a beautifully executed model in a really great finish. One last look at these three models. I want to just linger on them for a minute because I really think that these might be the best three finishes I've seen on Stamp yet, and I have been very impressed with their finishes. They've just done a beautiful job on this, and it shows. Okay, so there they are. I think you got to agree. They're fantastic. Finishes are just above the reproach. And just amazing finishes on those models. They're going to retail for right around $129 or so. It might be time to start making some quick decisions on this because we don't know what the tariffs are going to do. We'll be talking to some of the dealers at the show about that, and we'll bring reports back to you. But we could be seeing a price bump very soon, maybe on the next shipments that come out of China. So $129 or so. Some of the dealers have them for a little bit less. Pacer Shop, I know Toy Car Geek, Dave Gilbert, I really like that guy. He's a fantastic dealer. He's going to have them in stock as well. So those are all the colors, all the variants and everything. Look, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you at the show. If I don't see you at the show, hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like down there in the right-hand corner. We're going to come back next week after the show with a full report of everything that was going on. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you soon.